Hey everyone, so today I am making sort of a different type of video, and I haven't made this personal of a video I don't think before, but I just figured, like, seriously, I consider you all like best friends. Like, I feel like me and my subscribers are just so close. You know me better than I know myself. I'm not even kidding. Like, I've seen comments on my videos like just stuff about Lucy, Justin, Mandy, Teddy, my parents, and I'm like, whoa, I just feel so comfortable with you guys. So that's why I have been feeling like I should make some more personal videos, and I just felt like this is like a really good time to make this video specifically that you can tell by the title, which is just all about hair removal. And I know it's kind of uncomfortable and awkward and embarrassing to talk about, but I just wanted to tell you guys my opinions and just everything that I know about it, because I know it's summertime right now, and I just thought I would make this video to answer, I guess, some questions and to just kind of like clear the air and just make some things known if you guys didn't know, specifically about laser hair removal, but also like I'll touch on like shaving, I guess, waxing. So if you're not ready to hear about bikini areas and underarms, and if you don't want to hear about that, kindly click out. I don't mind, it's totally fine, but this is just gonna get a little personal real quick, okay? So I feel like the majority of girls tend to just shave, but what's so annoying about shaving is how often you have to do it. And also for me, I get razor bumps and razor burn, and it's so annoying and it hurts, especially like in the bikini area. Like for the summertime, the past couple of months, I've been like kind of researching what I want to do besides shaving. I didn't know if I wanted to go like the waxing route or the laser route, and I've been thinking a lot about it. And I've had friends and cousins that have tried waxing, but for me, the reason I didn't want to do that is because you have to let it grow out in between, and I just didn't really want to do that, especially in the summertime when I'm wearing like bikinis all the time. You guys know, like, I'm obsessed with bikinis. Justin's FaceTimed me. And also, I've heard that waxing is very painful. I mean, obviously some people have higher pain tolerances than others, but I've just heard for some people that it's very painful, and I was always just too scared of that. So then recently I heard of laser hair removal, and seriously guys, I would recommend. Okay, I think it is like the best decision I've ever made. I just did my first treatment, so basically this whole video I wanted to talk more about laser. Like, I feel like most people know about shaving and waxing, but specifically laser I just think is such a great idea. Okay, so clearly I'm not like any expert, but what I know about it and the way I think of it is basically it's like a laser that is targeting like the hair follicle to kill it, I'm pretty sure, and basically like the hair will fall out and it won't grow back. So I think the average person to get laser hair removal will go like 5 or 6 times before they're completely smooth. So I just had my first one, like I said. I went to New York City, and oh, I didn't even tell you, I go to LaserAway. So they started in California, but luckily they came to New York City, and that's on the East Coast, so it's like way closer to me. So I was able to go to New York City for the day and get my first treatment, and I will have my next 5 following up treatments there. And seriously guys, it's gonna be a lifesaver. I was talking to my technician while I was there, and she says like it's seriously amazing. She got her underarms, she got her Brazilian, and she also got her lower legs, and she says that it's like life-changing. She's like, I just don't even think about it. Like, imagine just never having to shave again. Like, that's what like attracted me instantly. I'm like, whoa, like, just think about, girls, okay, think with me here, think about how much time you spend shaving like every day. It's honestly like ridiculous. Or every other day, or once a week if you're me, like, you know what I mean? So it's honestly just like so much of your life. So I'm like, okay, literally laser makes so much sense. You're good for years, like a very long time. And maybe, I think my technician was saying like after a couple years you might have to come back to get like touch-ups, like stuff like that, but pretty much you're set. Obviously shaving is like the least expensive, and then waxing is like a little more expensive, and laser is definitely the most expensive because each treatment I think is probably like a couple $100s, so altogether you're talking like $1,000 plus, I would say. But for me, just like the benefits of laser outweigh everything else. I definitely would recommend laser. Like I said, I've only had 1 treatment so far, and oh yeah, pain-wise, I wanted to talk about that. So I was pretty nervous going into it because some people say that laser hurts really bad, but I've actually heard that waxing hurts more than laser. So laser really didn't bother me that much. Like, it was honestly way less painful than I thought. I remember when she was about to go, she's like, okay, ready? And I was like, yeah, and I was so nervous, and she started going, and I like didn't even feel it at first because she was telling me that laser, like, if it's lasering parts that have like less hair, it doesn't hurt that bad, and then obviously like more sensitive areas it hurts more. And what is really weird to me is, did I even say I'm getting underarms and Brazilian? So she started off with the bikini area and she went to underarms next, and I thought it was weird that she did that because I was like, well, like I feel like underarms would be way less sensitive than bikini, but it's actually the opposite. So for me, like, bikini hurt, but like not that bad, and then underarms, well, this is really weird, but the left one didn't hurt and the right one hurt so bad. she was telling me that like one side of your body can be more sensitive than the other and have more like pain receptors or different pain tolerance or something, and I'm like, that's weird, like I don't have that. And then she went from my left armpit to my right armpit, but like it really wasn't that bad. And I also heard too, so I'm not even worried for the next one, that as you go through your treatments it hurts less and less because probably you get used to it and there's like less hair there and everything. Honestly, after the first one too, I really have noticed a difference with just how much hair is growing back. And what's really good about laser is you can shave in between sessions, like it's so good. I feel like I keep forgetting to tell you things, but basically too, for laser, like I said, it's like 5 or 6 sessions and you're pretty much good, and you go every 6 to 8 weeks so the hair has enough time to grow back in between before you go again, you know? Afterwards, I was recommended to use like Aquaphor or Vaseline or like hydrocortisone cream if it like is really hurting, or if you have laser bumps, because you can get laser bumps. I didn't experience any of those. She said they just kind of look like razor bumps, but they go away after a day or two. Also, if it really hurts, you could use like ice packs, but for me, it never really came down to that. Like right after the laser, after the technician does your treatment, she'll put like an ice pack on. And also it was really quick too. Each treatment is only around 15 or 20 minutes, and for me I think it was like 20 since it was the first time, so she had to like tell me more, and I'm getting like 2 areas at once, you know, but really it's so quick, so I just think it's like awesome. Also, you should not have sun exposure when you get a laser because that can make you more prone to like side effects like hyperpigmentation and stuff like that, she was telling me. So the areas that I'm getting lasered, I am like keeping out of the sun, and I think prior to your laser treatment you want to be out of the sun for like 2 weeks ish. And then after, I was asking her and she said they recommend I think like 7 to 10 days, but she's like, if you're just really careful, like wear a lot of sunscreen in between, you should be okay, so just keep that in mind. Also, another thing I heard about laser, and my technician was telling me, she's like, I think it'll work really well on you because you have naturally like pretty pale skin, but you have like darker hair follicles, and it works best on people that have lighter skin and darker hair follicles because the laser, I think, grabs onto the difference in like pigmentation because it's like a bigger contrast, you know? So if you have darker skin, I know it's harder to get laser. There's like special types of lasers that work better for you. And I know if you have like blonde hair, red hair, gray hair, I don't think laser works for you, but you should definitely like check it out. And I feel like most people have darker hair in their underarm area and bikini area anyway, you know? Like I said, I go to LaserAway. I definitely would recommend going there, especially if you're in California, because I know they have way more locations there. And if you live in New York or on the East Coast like me, try out the New York City location. I just went there and I vlogged while I was there. Maybe I'll have that link down below. I'll have LaserAway link down below as well, so you can like check out their website. And since the one in New York City in the Flatiron district is like brand new, it was so pretty in there. Like everything is beautiful, and I went with my twin sister Lucy and we were like, whoa, this place is like so pretty. So it was just a really like fun and not painful, and I think meaningful and good experience because it's just gonna be so worth it. Like it really is. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you're not subscribed already, definitely don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Hello?
Finally.
I'm filming a video. It's kind of awkward.
How's that awkward?
It's about hair removal. Yeah, I knew you would give me that face.
Love you, bye.